How y'all doing? How's everybody? Do some quick introductions again. Here we got Goose,
Yo,
Brooklyn,
Yo,
and Bear. Bear.
Up.
Hey, what's up? And you got me, of course, Eddie. Um, so we're still in quarantine as of right now, but it looks to be getting better. Some of the countries are talking about how we have dates for when soccer is going to come back. We have dates for when some countries expect soccer to be back and when teams can expect to start playing. One of the first teams in Europe to resume their season so far, we have Germany, and we can expect to see them start playing as soon as this weekend, May 16th. Very excited about that. Guys, what do you think? Some quick thoughts. Goose.
Bundesliga is coming back this week coming up. That's exciting. First league to do it, and that's what we've been looking forward to. And like you said, it is exciting. I think they're about to get add more fans to watch their league from now on, because the first to do it, and hopefully other leagues can follow now. Obviously, the ones that are still up in the air, they haven't canceled their league yet. Those are the leagues that can follow, and hopefully we can get EPL, the Italy league, and Spanish league to follow on that, and also the Mexican league. Why not? Let's do it. Get right to it. Brooke?
Yeah, for sure.
well, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Bundesliga, but I'm glad it's back. I'm glad soccer's back. And let's see who wins the titles. It's a pretty close race. I'm really hoping for some other team other than Bayern to win it, because I'm fucking tired of seeing Bayern win that shit. So
Yeah, is Bayern actually are they first place right now?
Yeah,
I think so.
By a lot?
No, but a few points, 3-4 points, I think.
I think it should be interesting to see how the rest of the season plays out, and hopefully the other team, put up a fight.
Yeah, I really hope some other team wins it this time, because in France and Italy and Germany, so mostly the same teams always winning it. So let's see if they actually win it this time.
And Spain too.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that right now. Let's not talk about that right now. We're talking about Germany right now.
Yeah, but what do you think about Germany?
I mean,
Starting up the season again, playing this weekend. How exciting!
I mean, I'm hyped that the league has started, and still a risk though. I don't know. Still 50-50 when it comes to being by human wise. It's a life risk. They're taking it. So let's hope for the best. Other than that, I'm pretty hyped for the league that starts.
I mean, bro, if you don't want to see soccer anymore, just say you want to just cancel the season. Man, you keep saying you don't want to play, you don't want to see them play. But come on.
I mean, we'll see how it goes, and then like I said, hopefully it turns out for the best, and other leagues can follow. But I still find it kind of difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from, and yeah, it is a little difficult. But today, we heard Ramos had some comments about soccer coming back, so players can play, and we discussed it last time how it's a big part of their economy, and sports need to come back, and not just soccer but more sports, and it's a big part of their economy, just like we said, and it's something that needs to come back.
Right. I mean, just like he said it too. They talked about that. Just keeps people entertained and keeps people sane at some point. And I think we've all had enough being stuck at home, or those of us that don't really work or do anything. But that's some way of keeping us get us some entertainment for the day. Even for 2 hours, it was always something we look forward to do.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Ramos is watching because he's saying the same thing that we were saying. So he should give us a shout out.
Isn't he?
But
Isn't he your cousin, Eddie?
yeah, we're distant relatives, but you know how that family tree is. It's all messed up, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, no. Anyway, we have also more news of soccer coming back. We have the Premier League and La Liga. So I believe the Premier League, the UK government has given them the green light for them to resume soccer. They have a date. They're saying they can start by June 1st. It's yet to be seen if it hasn't been officially announced, but that's still a good sign. What do you guys think? Bear, you're a big Premier League fan. How do you feel about the Premier League comeback?
I mean, they still haven't made any decision yet. It's still up in the air. I think they're just waiting. They're just stalling for what Germany pulls off, and maybe Spain. What happens? What are the consequences if it's okay to run the league again? I think they're just waiting for it to restart and they can make a final decision. Because of now, nothing is really like official. It's just the government that gives the green light.
Yeah, it's not official, but still, it's a good sign. There are other governments that kind of shut down any possibility of the season restarting. Like for example, France. But now the government kind of is approving of it. It's only a matter of time before Premier League says, we're going to start off also. But why do you think they're stalling exactly?
The thing is that they have an image, they have a prestige they've built up for the past 2 decades. And I mean, it's one of the most. It's probably, if not the most, that makes the most money out of it. So, and they have a name to put out there, and to risk out lives. It's going to be, pretty controversial if it goes downhill.
True. Brooklyn.
I mean, yeah, I think I agree with Bear saying they're trying to see. I guess maybe how this weekend goes. See if any like anything happens, any like cases come up or something, or if anyone ends up being sick. They'll see how this weekend turns out, and maybe after this weekend they'll drop a day if they actually come back. And well, yeah.
Interesting. Goose.
Yeah, I guess just following up on what Bear said in book. I think they're also they're playing the cards right. They're trying to see what are the outcomes of the leagues or whichever league starts up first, and what's gonna happen, how they're gonna react to something, players or staff, anybody gets affected or whatever the case may be. But I think the government approving it, I think it still might take a little bit longer than first. I think it'll be too soon for them. But especially with the different teams in the league not agreeing to certain things, so I think it'll take them longer before they actually make a decisive decision.
And here's a question for you guys. Do you think that what the Premier League is doing? You think that their approach is kind of the correct approach? Kind of just wait and see, and what the other leagues are doing, or do you think, being such a prestigious league, do you think that they should kind of be taking the initiative and kind of setting the example for everybody else to follow?
That's the thing though. They're just trying to protect their image. That's what I think. They're pretty much scared. At least France made a decision, Spain did one, Germany. It's going to start on this weekend. They just stole it. That's it. It's no way to put it. I mean, it's pretty bad since they consider themselves one of the best league in the world. So, they should have been one of the first ones to say either we play or we don't play.
Right. Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I think they just taking their time because, I mean, they already have a clear winner, so maybe they're just trying to see how it, like I said, it plays out.
I think they don't want to give Liverpool the title. That's what it is, right?
It's not even that though. I think they're mostly scared of what's going to happen at the bottom three and the top three from the championship. Everybody wants to get promoted, and that's their major concern. Liverpool already has won the title.
Why are they more scared than other leagues though? Because other leagues have the same problems.
I mean, these guys have money though. It's spread out evenly, the money wise, and most of the teams they're not in bad shape. So they have the money to sue the Premier League and actually follow through with. Most of the time you just sue, but you don't have the time, money for it. And in this case, most of them do.
You think they're stalling just so because you're saying if they were to say if EPL says okay we're gonna start up the league and like players or staff will get like put in jeopardy. You think that's why because the teams themselves were like have some sort of backlash towards it. EPL making a quick decision like that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They just stalling to see what other leagues will present to them, and then from there just follow. So
Yeah. And also in one of the other top leagues, in Spain, La Liga. There have been one of the coaches, Javier Aguirre, which I'm sure almost all of you are familiar with.
Who's that?
Who's that guy?
I guess he's a Mexican coach who's he's coaching the Spanish team. What happened?
You guess he's Mexican? He's a Mexican coach?
Yeah, he's a Mexican coach.
He's one of the greatest.
And he's coaching one of the teams in Spain, and apparently, according to him, the league is going to restart June 10th. But we're not 100% sure if that's confirmed, but that's what he's saying, and we don't know if he's even considered a reliable source. But yeah, I mean, their teams are back to training already, and it's only, I think, a matter of time before they also have a date for when they can return. Goose, what do you think?
I mean, I think Aguirre might be right. He's usually spot on when it comes to things like this. No, I think it'd be great if he's actually saying something that is truthful, and we all like me, you guys, the Madridistas, my Barcelona. We've been wanting to see them come back to play, and why not? One of these two teams, not even just those two teams, Atletico Madrid, you got Valencia, Villarreal. Very passionate soccer out there. So not just us on this side of the world, but out there too. They want to see their soccer. They want to get together with their families and watch soccer come back to life. And they're taking the precautions right now. They haven't had started study. They're back to training, and that means there's a positive. They're gonna move forward with that, even if they just not to come back or cancel it at the end, or just they will make a decision eventually.
Yeah, I think so too. It'll be good for them to go back soon, and Bear, what do you think?
I mean, it's good though. They have a plan, to come back, and like I said, we just gotta wait. Just gotta wait it out, see what happens. Hopefully we don't get cases and we can finish the league. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much just a waiting game now. See what happens.
Yeah, I think they should definitely try and finish the league especially because it's so close, and we have just I think only 1 point difference.
How many games are left though? Like 9 games? 9 match weeks? Okay,
yeah.
So
should definitely be interesting.
I'm glad because I'm trying to see my team play again. It's been a while. Like I've been watching highlights of the old games, Champions League and all that.
Champions League also, I bet.
I'm just I'm getting the chills. And, I want to see my team.
Yeah, and
I'm excited. I'm excited for it to come back. And
Madrid was doing so well too. They were. I think they would have won the league if the thing had been over. But like Courtois said, Barca, we played better than Barca. But
Oh, the snake, the snake. You rely on the snake. You rely on the guy that you trolled for like a year and a half. Cause
bro, come on, man. Anyway,
I mean, Courtois does have that one trophy at Real Madrid where he chipped it over the coach. A little chip over the coach. That one trophy he has at Madrid.
Wait, what?
Which one?
What?
Not a good joke. Let's move on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something else. But I mean, going back to what we were talking about like a video or two ago about the players training at home. I don't know if I'm sure you guys remember, or do you not remember about how
I know what you're gonna say. Leave my boy out of this. Leave him out.
So like a video or two ago, I was saying how the players should stay in shape, just train at home and do what they can, and just eliminate the preseason that Bear was talking about. A few days ago, I'm sure y'all saw by now, Luka Jovic kind of broke his foot at home, just training.
Wow.
So, just a quick thought on that.
It happens.
Does that, do you think that kind of that backs up Bears claim that they need a preseason, or do you think that this is just players just kind of being careless?
It happens.
I mean, a broken foot happens. You could have a bad challenge, or step on something.
Yeah, you could be like walking down to the supermarket and a pop.
No, but the thing with Jovic was he actually injured himself while he said he was training. So I mean, who knows exactly what he was doing? But he said he was training at home and he broke his foot. So I mean, you guys, what do you guys think? Is it a little different for them to be training at home than at their training grounds?
Yeah, it's way different. It's way different because when you're training in your training ground, you have like training coaches that tell you how to do this stuff, how you're supposed to do it, And even in training they get injured. Like Samuel and Tite got injured in training with the team.
That's true. That's the next thing I was gonna mention. In training, it happens too. You can get injured.
Yeah. So.
But I guess it's different. You need you need a training coach there with you because it's mostly repetitive things you do. We're familiar with it, and at home you can do as much, but sometimes you're just gonna give up. Like I did enough, So training is different, but it depends how bad maybe he wanted it bad. Maybe he wants to start already.
I mean, yeah. Well, this is definitely bad for Luka Jovic. It says he's gonna be out for about a month, and that's
the whole season.
that kind of pretty much he's out we're not gonna see him until next season. But
at least Asensio and Hazard are back. So
is he fit though, Hazard?
Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't count too much on Hazard. Man, Hazard. But yeah, I guess I think that's all we have for today. But I think we'll definitely have a lot more after this weekend and after we finally have soccer back. We have the Bundesliga. We're gonna see how that goes, and hopefully just no new cases, and hopefully by next week or 2 weeks, or maybe by June, hopefully other leagues start playing already, and we can get back to watching our teams play. So it's definitely been a long time, 2 months now, I think, maybe more, 2 months.
Maybe
2 months
should be good. Exciting. So hopefully Liverpool doesn't win the league, but
they go on a losing streak instead of the winning streak they had.
I mean, they're just only 1 game away though, 3 points from winning the league.
I thought it was 4 points.
Well, I mean, a win against City, that's pretty much it.
It doesn't matter. They lost the Champions League.
That is true. They're out of the Champions League. Yeah, they're out of the Champions League.
In a matter of a week, they lost everything.
And there's no word on when the Champions League is getting back yet, right?
That's another thing though. How are you gonna fit everything in 1 month or 2?
I think they should just give the title to Real Madrid, since they're
we're like 3-2 losing, and they gotta go with Man City now.
Yeah, with no fans, it's not like it matters.
I mean, City never has fans.
Exactly.
So I think,
but
knows how to work. They know how to play with no fans already. I think they have the upper hand here. So.
I mean, Madrid plays better with I think when they play away from home too. When they play in the Bernabeu, they tend to have pretty bad games, even when they're on a good streak. But who knows?
Is Copa del Rey being played, or?
Not as of yet. Not that I have heard. No. But yeah, I mean, we'll be back next week with and we'll have a little recap, I guess, of how the first few games how the first few games went. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.
7:30, guys.
All right.
7:30 Saturday.
All right. Hopefully
I'll
make
see you
it.
at Black Horse.
Bet.
All right.
Later, guys.
Make sure to like and subscribe and smash that like button. You already know what it is.
Yeah, boy.